Leonardson. Today we're going to learn about growing your own herbs and vegetables using an EarthBox system. EarthBox systems are so easy. It's a built-in water reservoir, soil's in there, everything's in that box, and it's so easy to use. And so I'm going to actually have my kids in the process help me with this so we can walk through the procedures of how easy it is to grow the herbs and vegetables. I've got some starters here in front of me, and as you can see behind me, there's some boxes that we did today, and it literally only took a few minutes to do. So I think what I'm excited about is the fact that we can educate people to understand that you don't have to just go to the grocery store to get these great herbs and vegetables. You can do this in your backyard and involve your kids in the process because it's fun and it's something that everyone enjoys and it looks pretty, and I just can't wait to show you guys how to do it. So let's get started and simplify this whole process. All right, so I've got my kids here with us and we're gonna plant these earth boxes. We've got Isabella Leonardson here, Cameron Leonardson, and Logan Leonardson. And they actually helped me this morning plant these boxes, and it was a pretty easy process, wouldn't you say? Yeah. So this box, let me show you what this consists of here. It comes in the mail. It's got some really easy components. This is actually where the water goes through, and then it's got a grate that sits into the box like this. So it goes down into it like this and creates basically a spot for a water reservoir. So you want to get that in place and then put the tube in there just like that, okay? Then the next thing that you have is you've got some special organic plant food, okay? This is all the nutrients that you're ever going to need when you have your vegetables, okay? And then this is actually called dolomite or lime, and we're going to sprinkle this into the soil, and that's going to actually help enrich the soil. Does that make sense? Okay. So then we also have these wheels. These wheels go on the EarthBox and make it so that we can wheel it around, and you can even put them on stands like you see behind me. So you can just pop them in right here at the bottom, but we'll just leave them off right now. So the first thing we need is some actual soil. So let's do that. Let me grab some soil here behind us. Now, are you guys okay getting dirty? Because I just sprinkled a whole bunch on you. So we're gonna the first thing you do is we have to fill up those corners. There's some corners in there. So what I want you to do is grab some of that soil and shove it into the corners, okay? So you see that right there, like that, Cameron and Isabel, and pack those down. Cameron, you work on that side. Isabel, you work here. There you go. And then Mr. Logan, you know the drill. Okay, you've got those two, so pack them in. Let's work together. And it's always so fun when you can get your kids involved in this process. So, okay, are we packed in? Okay, the next thing is we're gonna add more soil. So we're gonna add more soil. And what's great about EarthBoxes is when you get these systems, they actually come with the organic soil in the box all ready to go. So it makes it really easy. Now we're gonna spread that around. Spread it evenly. Then the next thing is we've got to put some of this lime. Where's those scissors at? So we're gonna trim it. And let's see if Logan remembers what to do with that. Evenly distribute it, and that's going to enrich that soil. Okay, Isabella, do you want to do that? And then we'll have Cameron spread that around. I will get another bag. There you go. All right, so we're gonna dump more soil in. How easy is this, seriously? Is that enough? Okay, what's the next thing you're supposed to do, Logan? What do? You pack it down, pack it evenly. Okay, now what do? Yes, you make a hole in the center. All right, so we gotta get into this other bag for you guys. Now, Isabella, do you remember what to do next? All right. Cameron, you're doing such a good job there, guys. See, I'm getting dirty as a chef, and that's okay too, 'cause it's fun. Now we've got, okay, Logan dug a nice little hole in here, and this is for the special organic plant food. So we're gonna trim this, and this comes all in that kit ready to go. So Logan, what do you do now? Okay, so you sprinkle it in there. Do you sprinkle all of it? Yep. Now what? Now what do you do? Oh, so you cover it up. Oh, that's a great looking hole that you guys did. Okay, let's let Cameron do that. You can hear that we're in the backyard because you can hear a dog barking in the back, and that's to show how easy this is to do as a family. And that's the best part, is involving your family in this process. All right, so
dog.
Yeah, now we pull the dirt over, right? Okay. And Logan's got his ready to go here. So we're gonna pour the rest of that soil there. And now we're gonna cover yours up too. You guys are doing a great job. It's kind of fun to get dirty too, huh? All right.
Warm.
Now, spread it around. Okay, and the next thing is they come with these bags. This is a mulch bag. So this is important to put on because what it does is it holds the moisture inside the box, and it also prevents any weeds that will grow up as well. And then it also protects from the sun damage that would damage the roots when it gets really hot. So Logan's kind of putting it on that side there, and then you're gonna stretch it all the way over here. There you go. It's pretty easy. You guys wanna try? So this part, this goes in that hole. See that hole there? That goes over there on top of the water hole there. Then the next thing, while they're doing that, is we gotta make some slits. So you do basically like a cross slit. And you don't want to overcrowd the box. You want to have spacing for the vegetables to grow so that they can actually take on the water and the nutrients and grow large. So in front of me here, we've got a whole bunch of different herbs and vegetables, and I think we're going to do a focus on a great little Italian tomato garden, and then we'll do focus on some fresh herbs that can really add a lot of great stuff to our gardens, and they just smell wonderful. So Logan's doing some slits here, which is great. And then Logan, let's let them do it too. And we'll start here. So you see how to do that? So you do one this way and one that way. And so you're gonna do about 10 slits in the whole thing. Okay, so Logan, let's do some tomato. These are some super sweet tomatoes. Now, do you remember how to open that up? How to do that box? You gotta kind of squeeze it. Oh, whoops, this one actually kind of broke. So this one is one that you don't squeeze. It's kind of hard. So what you wanna do is grab the stem like this and pop it out. Okay, now, what do? You actually break up the roots a little bit because that will actually make the plant a little more healthy. There you go. Okay, so then dive in here, Logan, and then drop that sucker right in there. Okay, there you go. And then kind of squish some of that soil over the top, and then here's another one you're gonna drop right in here. Why don't you drop it right there? You can kind of pick wherever you want it to go. You want to put it in there, that's fine. Okay, and you guys got your holes. Okay, so why don't we plant some fresh herbs? So this is oregano, smell that. Isn't that nice? That goes in spaghetti pot sauce and on pizza. So Cameron, you want to take that out? Bella? Oh, this is actually chocolate basil. You know, so there's many different varieties of basil out there. So you give it a squish like this, turn it upside down, and you'll pop it out just like that. And then you want to break up that bottom part, okay? Oh, great job, Logan. So Logan's got another nice big tomato going in. So you're gonna have to kind of open that up and dig a little hole in there, then shove it in there. So you've got some more places to fill here, guys.
Scissors, please.
Oh, scissors. Here you go, buddy. He's got to finish that.
Another plant.
Okay, why don't you do a little fresh rosemary?
All right.
Okay, so let's do a little rosemary.
Just
Good.
squeeze it and do the same thing.
Yep, and then flip it upside down. Yeah, and then you should be able to pull the root down. Keep pulling, pull a little bit harder. It's okay, plants are okay to take a beating a little bit. And then Bella, why don't you do another oregano, okay? And you could put the other oregano maybe by the other one. Oh no, that's great, Cam. Yeah, you do that. You'll put yours here. And then Logan, do you want to do another tomato right here? Yeah. Okay. And then why don't we plant some fresh sage too? Sage is such a wonderful herb too. It's really great on pork or with apples.
I need another one.
Okay, you want to do?
I'll do this one.
Okay, let's see. I think that is. Let me see what that smell is. Oh, this is lemon basil. Actually, it has a nice citrus taste to it.
Same thing I did
Yep,
with this.
do that. Yep, same thing. Same thing, but try to get the plant, you want to get it a little bit deeper inside of there and then mound that soil over the top. There you go, good. Now let's do, Bella, why don't you do a little bit of lavender. Now smell that. Break it up with your hands and smell that lavender. Isn't that nice? That's a wonderful fragrance to have in the kitchen. So let's do a little lavender.
I can't put that one in.
Okay, I'll reach there.
Come on.
And notice this one has actually 4 plants in it. So you actually can thin that out by breaking it up into 2 pieces. And you can even break it even more by breaking those up. And they can really take a beating. And if you don't do this, they won't grow as well as if they were together. So they'll actually produce more herbs by breaking them apart like that. So we can actually just put one inside of this little box here, that little holder. That's great. And then Bella, why don't we do,
Your dad.
oh, great job. And you separated it and everything. So Bella, why don't you drop one more in here? Great job on the tomatoes there. And when you are planting tomatoes, you know, if these were a larger variety of tomato, I would only do 3 per box. Logan, come back over this way and let's do, okay, these are chives, come over here. Yeah, why don't you put some chives right here? Chives are a wonderful accompaniment with tomatoes. And then this is some fresh cilantro. Cilantro is such a great thing, especially with salsa. It's a wonderful thing. So why don't you do that? And then Bella,
I love touching this one.
here is, oh, mint. We gotta get some mint in there. Mint's a wonderful, wonderful herb.
Mint's my favorite plant.
Mint is your favorite, so let's do the mint. Look at the vines on that one's already growing. Now, the beauty of the EarthBox too is you can actually grow this all by seed as well. So if you wanted to, you could do the same process and you would actually put 3 seeds per little hole. And as the 3 seeds sprout, you would actually pick the one that's the strongest and the most developed. And that process is called thinning. And it always makes me feel sad when I have to pull 1 or 2 out. But really what you're doing is benefiting that healthier, stronger plant that's going to really grow up and produce for you.
Daddy, can I do
Oh,
this
that's
one?
wonderful. You know, this is a hot pepper, so it's a hot chili pepper. Yes, that is actually English thyme. So that's a great herb. It's a wonderful in pasta sauce, also in like marinara, you'll find it as well. Or on pizza, it's great too.
Oh, pizza.
Yeah. So let's put that over here. Belle, you want to reach in there? Great job, guys. Okay, so how many more holes do we have here? Okay, we've got it pretty, oh, Logan, you've got a couple more here.
Here, Daddy. I got.
You want to put that there?
Yep.
Why don't we put this one here?
Daddy, don't fill them up on the oil yet.
All right, here, I'll put that there. Logan, I think we're good. Let's hold off on not putting another tomato in just because it's a little, we don't want to crowd them with tomatoes too much. So let's put the thyme in here. All right, so now what's the last step that we need to do here?
Water them.
Yeah, we got to water. So what we do is we take the watering
Can I
can.
do mine?
Yeah, and it's really heavy. You guys are going to need to work together. So you need to get that water into that little hole, and what we need to do is fill it up until it actually starts leaking right here. And then it's about 1.5 inches on the ground there, so it's going to take a while to get up. So you might need to fill this up like twice. But hey guys, this was a great experience. You know, I love having you do this with me. I can't wait for them to grow and then we can come back and harvest these together. Won't it be fun? So great job, everybody.
How much longer?
Well, I think you're good now.
Not leaking
You can hear it going in there. And what's wonderful about the EarthBoxes too is you can actually hook up an electric watering system to these too. So after I've got all my boxes together, you can purchase the watering system and hook it up to your hose and have it water every day for you. But you know, in a lot of ways, it's better to not, so that you can have your kids and come out and give that special touch to the vegetables and the herbs, and just give them a little love. So anyways, thank you so much for joining the Leonardson family and planting some herbs and vegetables. It's so easy, and you can see these EarthBoxes are just a wonderful thing. So I encourage you to find some yourself. I know that you can find them on the internet and order the supplies, and they're very inexpensive as well and very easy to do. So thank you so much, and we hope you have a blessed day.